EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
A give, Singletary right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Singletary going to get the handoff. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Joseph's got it. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure. They got him again. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That time, multiple defenders getting Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion right is Robinson. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And some space here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll give this to Singletary running right, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. On the hand. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They hand this off to Harris. To about the 23.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Wilson. Complete to Austin here over the middle. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, here's Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Wilson. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Wilson. It's caught. It's Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. Makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. They'll look to throw again. Once again, he finds Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in, we now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now it's Wilson.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go play action with Wilson.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Van Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Singletary here running out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Left side, he's got Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Singletary, they'll run for it. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run again with Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And that was a familiar carry there by Harris, who broke up a nice bit of yardage. And he's been a productive back throughout his young career, eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark in each of his 3 seasons as a pro.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They run again with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to...
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so,
and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Play action. Now Wilson.
He's across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 38. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So now Jones and the Giants down 24-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Jones. Pass complete to Robinson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson to throw.
And he is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Wilson wants to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.